So that time of year had rolled around again, and it was time for our annual winter trip out to the desert. This year we went to Boulogne, then Nakundra, where we were told there were some seriously famous burgers, but when we got there, unfortunately, they were for lunch only, and we were late afternoon. But we camped there the night, and in the morning we headed off, finally getting onto some dirt after some long, boring roads to get out west, and headed out into the desert. So here's a quick look. Enjoy.
790 in its natural habitat, out in the bush, doing really well. Rally on the front, motors on the back, 10 litres of fuel extra for this leg up to Birdsville. Cheers.
So we were finally out west, and you can see from the signs and the intersections out there that there's just homesteads and tracks leading everywhere. So not like Mongolia where there's no fences and roads, but really to give you a little bit of that feeling. And it was great to get the bike out in its element where it just shone. It was carrying maybe 25 kilos worth of extra gear, 28, 29 with water, and got to see a few things that I hadn't seen before. A camel in the wild, which crossed my path and then was curious enough to stop and have a look at me. Long red dirt roads, just absolutely gorgeous countryside out there, and you could tell there'd been a bit of rain through beforehand. We had some pretty dry, dusty camping grounds that we stopped in and set up our camps, being careful to make sure that we kept enough distance between ourselves for snoring distance, and plenty of wrecked old vehicles and interesting things before we got to Big Red. And that's a picture of the bike on the top of Big Red with the track leading down towards Nemesis and beyond behind it. And then a video of me coming up on my second attempt to amuse the locals that were there that evening watching the sunset. You can see the tracks from the first attempt where I didn't quite make it over the soft lip at the top. But yeah, I went up maybe 8 out of the 10 times that I tried. Steve got up once, and Neil and the other Chris didn't get up Big Red. And then leaving there, I took a nice evening shot of the bike with Big Red in the background. We camped a few times, stayed in a few hotels, stayed in a few different places, a couple of nights or 3 nights in Flinders, riding around down there. You never get sick of riding around the Flinders. It's just amazing scenery and amazing tracks. And we made our way back and headed back towards New South Wales, getting back into civilization for the run home. By then I was pretty over it, actually, and the other guys still continued on the bikes, but I actually had a guy offer me a ute, and the price was right. I was over it. I needed to get home in 2 days from 1,500 kilometres away, so I decided to put the bike on the ute and head back. So I did that, and yeah, it was a good end, nice relaxing end to a good trip, 2 weeks away, and fun was had by all. There'll be plenty of videos from the other guys with pictures of everything, but I just had some shots that I took specifically of the 790, so I thought I'd just put them in and show them to you, put a quick video out and go from there. Cheers.